You're watching Tap Out T. As some of you might know, I actually started putting things up on Reddit, and I lost 35 pounds recently. And I put that up on Reddit and got 1,000 likes on it. Likes, upvotes, it's all the same to me. But, as you can see here, people have been giving me lots of advice on how to do jiu-jitsu. And some of these people, they're like black belts, blue belts, whatever. But the main thing that I'm going to focus on is keeping my elbows in. So let's get started. Alright, so this guy's name is Mr. Kelly. Mr. Kelly is a BAMF. If you don't know what that means, get out from under your rock, because I'm not going to curse on YouTube. I don't play those games. So me and Mr. Kelly wrap up, and I am doing exactly what you guys on Reddit told me not to do. Didn't have time to review all your comments until I started making this video, because hey, whatever. But yeah, I have a full-time job and another life. This is just a hobby, so can't do everything. You see right there? I tried an arm drag, but I didn't have it correctly, and I definitely got better at arm drags, because this is what I've been working on during my private lessons. So I'm trying to have a low center of gravity, but he's doing the same thing, and as you can see there, he has his arm over me, and he just grabs my back, and then he just pulls me down. But what I do is, I don't want him to have my back, so I turn around and get into his guard. Guard is a neutral position, for those of you who don't know about jiu-jitsu. But, again, I'm a white belt, so don't take my advice. I'm very new at this. 6 months isn't really that much. But I'm trying to wrap up his legs, and I'm too high on his legs, so I go lower and try to wrap up his legs and pass that way, because usually people push up against me, and I got past. He was being nice. You see that smile? A lot of these people don't go super serious on me, but they let me work. Gonna work, B. That's, I think, a Britney Spears song. Not the biggest Britney Spears fan. Oops, I Did It Again was alright, but, you know, after that, NSYNC's more my speed if you're gonna go to 90s pop bands. Not a fan of new pop because it's trash. But anyway, you see there, I'm giving the camera guy a smile because Mr. Kelly's letting me work. Anyway, he shrimps a little bit, and we're getting closer and closer to the wall. I'm holding onto his hands, I'm trying to grab his wrists, but I shouldn't be doing this. And again, my posture is not that great. I'm leaning in, and he's just being nice and not grabbing me millions of times. Usually when someone grabs me a million times, I'm like, alright, well, I know this, and I don't do it as much, but he's being kind to me. Now that I'm watching this video, I realize the folly of man. We move away from the wall, high five, and we start going again. Would you look at that? Just look at it. I'm grabbing onto his belt, trying to maintain posture, but again, I'm leaning in too much. I know my problems, but meh. So we're hugging. He's putting his hand on my head. Head controls everything in jiu-jitsu, from what I hear. And he's doing that, I don't even know if it's spider guard, but I just learned about this from a guy named G, who's always at my gym, beating me up. And he does gi more. He always holds on my wrists, and it makes me sad because I can't get past it. And then he does this weird spider guard thing. But yeah, he's shrimping, keeping his knees, or I should say legs, not his knees, because the things with toes, your knees don't have toes, but yeah. He has open guard, he's playing that, and he just gets up, grabs me, he does that basic grab, and I stand up because I'm like, hey, I don't want to be on my knees with you. And he gets up too because he's like, hey, I don't want to be on my knees with you either. Look at that. We are fighting. Oh my god, he is wrapping up my head. And do I know what to do? Not really, but I'm figuring it out. That guy in the background, he choked me with a belt earlier in the video. Funny because, well, not in the video, but earlier in my videos. Funny because a lot of you guys said choking someone with a belt is not legal, and I didn't know that. I never tried it because I don't know how you get someone down on the ground and then choke them with your belt, but yeah. Dang, this gimbal's so nice. When it wants to work, it works well. But then again, I don't center it enough. Anyway, we're fighting, and then I just kind of collapse on the ground because I felt myself losing my balance, and I wanted to have a controlled fall. I don't feel like falling on my neck that much because I am going for longevity in jiu-jitsu. Look at that. Neon belly. Kind of. But I tried this weird escape called the ghost escape, but it wasn't the right time to do it, and that's why you just see me spin around. And because we're getting too close to the mat, well, to the edge of the mat, we get to the center. And I'm a big believer in fairness, and I want to work positions. So we get back to the position we were on in the mat. Look at that. He's just putting not much weight on me. Mr. Kelly's nice, because when we were done this roll, he was like, oh yeah, you know, I was working hard too, but I know he wasn't. I mean, I was giving him a workout, but, you know, he could just beat me if he wanted to easily. But yeah, this is the beginning of the end for me, because you see right here? This is Kimura Central. I'm trying to hold on to the inner thigh, because, you know, that usually works from the guard, but it didn't work here. And you see that? He just dominated the position, grabs me, and he does some pretty bad things to me right now. This is pretty painful. Bam. That's the Kimura. He's a pretty nice person because he lets go, and then he gets up. So, fun stuff right there. So Mr. Kelly and I decided to reset. Yes, I threw an accent in there because I am a very big fan of comedy. We're tying up again, and you know, I'm getting more used to tying up. I like the squatting position that I take. It's better than just the straight up boxing stance where I always get taken down. But I go for a takedown. I had my hand on his lapel and it didn't work. And I held onto his head. Now I'm going for a sickle sweep. See that? Legs. Legs galore. But anyway, he just stacks on me and passes me. Watching this, I'm going to do this more. I didn't have that sickle sweep perfectly, but I knew how to get into that position. And sickle sweep's very different when you're getting punched in the face. Like, you can't really do it. Like, it's all about timing, but, you know, I'm taking MMA too, but yeah. Oh my god, you see that? Now he has this position that I don't really like. That was the gift wrap he had me in. He got me to my back, but because of that belt guy who chokes me out in the beginning of most of my videos, I get my shoulders to the ground. He actually does help a lot, you know? So now I think he's going to do the Kimura, so I get onto my back because I just kind of know what he's going to do there. I don't want to get caught with the same thing, but yeah. Anyway, he's in mount, and it's really hard to push him off, and I shouldn't be pushing. I should be doing something other than pushing, but I use my hips, push, and then he lets me out of it. Getting out of mount is a really difficult thing for me, and whenever someone puts more pressure on me, it's just really tough for newbies like me to get out of. But anyway, I'm keeping my hands on his belt so he doesn't mess with me super hard. And look at that. He looks like he is out of the cardio, but the other night I was kind of out of cardio, so yeah. I need to get better at it. But anyway, I'm trying to do the sweep by putting both my arms under his legs, but he started going for my neck, so I was like, alright, well, I'm going to switch my hands because, you know, I want to have my hands available to block him if he goes for my neck, and it didn't really happen, so I prepared for something that didn't happen, much like the US government does, but yeah. Anyway, as you can see here, I am still in this guard, and he is holding on my arms. Again, I'm bending over too much, but whenever I posture up, people just move their hips and I fall in, so I need to find a way to work out of that. So if you guys could show me and tell me in the comments, yo, this is what you gotta do, I will listen to you. Trust me. I will listen to Redditors too. Y'all just gotta, you know, tell me more, and honestly, it's all on me. Like, I just have a full-time job, things are just really busy, so I don't have all this time to do it. Plus, I'm making music too, so you're gonna see some of that coming out soon. Anyway, I keep going for my, like, trademark tie-up, but again, I think I'm usually too high, but I see his leg hooked there, so I get past his leg. I mean, his foot, I should say, hooked to my leg, so he made it difficult to get past, but Nick always does that to me, so I sort of knew, hey, you know, I'll shift my weight or my legs back a bit and then go for it again, so that worked. He's got, like, he's putting, like, a really nice pressure on me. He's letting me work a lot of positions, you know? On a purple belt, that usually wouldn't work. Like, on some of the purple belts that don't want to go easy on me, they always, like, just beat me up. By the way, the guy Easy Rider in my last video, he got promoted to purple belt recently. I actually got my first stripe, but I didn't, you know, post it. I was just too busy with continuous rolling that, you know, I didn't post it. I wish I could film every roll that I did, but I don't do that. I just honestly don't have the time to film it, don't have the space on my phone to film it, and don't have the capacity to video edit that much, you know. So anyway, you see that before the camera went out of the view, he pretty much used my leg to sweep me. So that might be a white belt sweep. There's this trademark sweep, I think it's called the flower sweep, it's called the white belt killer. But yeah, you see right there, I'm doing a figure 4 lock on his leg, and I'm trying to get into half guard and retain half guard, but it's not really the easiest thing to do because he just keeps putting pressure on me, shifting his weight, and I just don't know what to do. Like, come on, man. Look, if he was punching me, it'd be terrifying, but he's not, so thank God. Now what he's doing is he's wrapping up my arm, pushing me, you know, wrapping me up, and watch what he's doing. Fun stuff. Oh my God, that's the Kimura again. Like, I would be really sad if he gets this, but I'm trying to shift onto my back again, and I sort of do, but this was a really tough way to do it. Like, it wasn't really the best way to do it, and I'm not really fully on my back yet, but you know, there you go. You see that face? He's zooming on my face because I'm struggling so much. So thanks a lot, cameraman. The cameraman's name is Americana Mike. At tournaments, he gets into a position where he Americanas and taps everyone out. But again, back, shoulders to the mat. Ah, man. I gotta train people on how to use the gimbal. But you see that? Oh, jeez, dude. It's Kimura time. But I give him my back, which you should never do, but I just don't feel like getting Kimura again. I would honestly rather get choked out than get tapped out by the same submission, because in a lot of my videos, I keep getting tapped out over and over and over again by the same submission, and it's really gosh darn annoying. I almost cursed there, but I didn't. I don't know if damn is a curse, though. Probably not. I've probably said it on my videos. But yeah, he is holding on to my hand. I mean, I didn't maintain control for most of this fight, so it's tough. Oh man. Now what he's doing is he's gonna do the lapel Americana, but the bell ran out, so yeah. So much fun. Look at that smile on my face. Thanks for watching my video. I'm now at 191 subscribers, so I really do appreciate you guys for your support. Couldn't be doing this without you guys, you know. Hopefully this replaces my mainstream of income one day, but yeah. Anyway, I've linked you guys to my Instagram. It's right down there, Tawfiq Azam. That's actually my real name. You know, if I'm gonna have a web presence, I was initially afraid of, hey, you know, I don't want to be on the internet, but whatever, I don't care anymore. Anyway, please like, subscribe, share my video, leave a comment down below letting me know what you think. Thanks, and you guys have a great rest of the night.